White House Chief of Staff John Kelly is not the first administration member to butt heads with the president. Steve Bannon did it, and he's gone. Reince Priebus did it, and he's gone. Anthony Scaramucci did it, he's also gone. So, what's it like in the Oval Office when the president and members of the team don't see eye to eye? Joining me now, host of the Daily Briefing and co-host of The Five on the Fox News Channel, Dana Perino returns. Welcome back.
Hello.
So, obviously, you know the inner workings of the White House. However, this is a White House unlike any other.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to compare. I don't think that what General Kelly said on Bret Baier's show was any different than what actually President Trump had been saying in the last 2 months. He didn't say it in the same way, but I think that General Kelly was trying to strategically position the president for the pivot that he's going to have to make if he's actually going to make the deal, where he takes all the heat that he said he was willing to take in that bipartisan meeting a week ago.
I think the problem is, while the general had good intentions, when he says that, you know, perhaps the president wasn't properly informed when he was running for office.
Right. I could understand taking offense to that.
And that's what the president is going to focus on. He's going to hyper focus on those words.
Yep. And if you do that, then, you know, you can not move forward. I mean, there's a lot that has to happen in politics and in business, and you have to sort of forgive and say, okay, if it gets me to the next step, fine. And if you make the full pivot and you actually get a deal done, you will be heralded with a good legacy. If you don't, and the government shuts down and you never solve the problem, then you won't have achieved what you wanted to do.
I think aside from the president's personality, at this point, believe it or not, and there may be things I disagree with, he has made good on a lot of his campaign promises. And I think if you take him out of it, if this were any other person, so far, year one, the legacy is going to be pretty good.
Excellent, actually. If you're looking on paper and you were to ask any conservative, do you like all of these things that he's doing? Yes, check all the boxes. But they had already got the president to start saying that the wall wasn't going to be all the way across all of the miles because you're going to use technology and other types of things. He's already said that. So in some ways, what General Kelly could have said is, as the president has said, this is what he is for.
Yes.
I agree on the other pieces, the uninformed piece, okay, fine, but if you want to achieve something,
and he also made it sound like, well, I told him, and I've let him know, and I was the one who benevolently sprinkled intelligence throughout his brain.
I didn't take it that way, but I can see why somebody would.
Yeah, and the president certainly might, and I think you have to be careful. Does this chief of staff have a political death wish? Does he want to be fired?
Look, I don't think that he wanted the job in the first place, right? They had to recruit him in order to do it.
He's like, I love this country.
And he's done an amazing job as the chief. I mean, to a person at the White House, they have said he has imposed discipline on the staff. There's a better schedule. You basically have the door closed to the White House. There's no leaks. There's no Michael Wolff running around. And, yeah, I think that they've done a pretty good job.
Is it possible, because you talk about border security, and that's something that Democrats voted for in 2006, they ran into
and 2015.
They ran into a bunch of eminent domain issues, which will still be problematic. Can they swap out the term wall for border security?
Well, here's the thing. The Democrats are also going to have to accept something, which is that if they pass border security, he is going to call it the wall. And that will be his trophy that he runs around and campaigns on. And they're going to have to say that, yes, okay, we supported border security. He calls it the wall. Whatever. I think that, yes, everyone's going to have to give a little bit if they want to solve it. But I could see a scenario now where, just like in 2007 and in 2015, they get all the way up to the line. Everybody can agree on everything except the question of amnesty. And it falls apart.
Absolutely right. And I think that is the biggest issue. People don't know what they mean when they say it and what they're promising when they offer it. And that term alone is more problematic than something called the wall. Dana Perino, thank you for pointing that out. And thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Always good to see you.